Welcome back. I just finished watching the latest episode of Boys Planet. It was the elimination episode, so we saw a lot of people who go home. So we're only down to our top 28 contestants so far. And yeah, I just want to talk about my overall thoughts on the season, my favorite trainees, my Rob trainees, and just the overall consensus of the season. So yeah, let's get into it. So I did just want to mention who are my favorite trainees. This is not in order. This is just like a bunch of people that I've liked throughout the show. It's Jang Hao, Sowon, Lee Seung-han, Sung Hanbin, Park Hanbin, Gunwook, Taerae, Hui, Ricky, and Wang Zhao. There's more people who aren't here, but these are just like mostly my favorites, like people who I really want in the lineup. Whether they're gonna make it, I don't know. I also did want to shout out the Rock trainees. I don't know how to say his name, but it was Jongwoo. I'll show a picture on the screen. Han Bin, he got eliminated in the first round. He was an all-star, but he still didn't make it. Bin, he was in the Zoom team along with Keita and Ollie. He was the killing part, but he didn't make it. Christian, I know that might be a controversial topic. I don't know. I really liked Christian, and I really liked him post-season because he's been pretty funny on social media. And to me, yeah, I really like the Zoom team. So yeah, those are my Rob trainees. There's probably more that I didn't mention, but these are the ones who stuck out to me. Honestly, I have really enjoyed watching this season. I feel like it's been very entertaining each episode. I feel like the boys are really fun to watch, and like they're really talented. I know people say, "Oh, there's not that much singers." I don't care. Like I've been having fun watching it, and there's decent singers, So it's been fun. The performances have been really good. Let me get into my favorite performances. Okay, this is not in order again. These are just the ones I want to mention. The Zoom team, I thought it was one of the best ones. I'm kind of sad that they didn't win, but I wasn't surprised because of the teams that they were up against. But yeah, the Zoom team was so strong. And like Hyunbin, he was like a low ranker, but he still got the killing part, and I thought that was so nice. Like, and he killed it. And then Keita killed it. Haruto, oh, I forgot to mention Haruto, my favorite trees. I really like him too. I don't think he's gonna make it to the final lineup, but he's so good. I hope he at least makes it to the finals. And then Wood to me, that's when I really started noticing Wood to me, but he was gone too soon. Like he left around, he literally just left this last episode. I know he always does the Wood to T, so I really like that. And then Ollie Wonka. That was such a funny part. So yeah, the Zoom team was one of my favorite performances so far. Another one of my favorite performances was Kill This Love by the G Group trainees. I think if I have to choose my one pick, it'll be Jang Hao. Like, I'm sorry, he's my one pick. Like, I really like him. So yeah, that's when he was getting like a lot of attention. Like, he got a bunch of screen time during that performance, and that's also when Keita, he started to rise up in the ranks. Like, he got a bunch of attention from there too, so that was amazing. And I also like the K group of Kill This Love performance. Like Gunwook, he's really good, but I feel like it was only Gunwook and Hwanhee. I feel like the other trainees didn't stand out that much. But yeah, another performance I really liked was Law. This choreography was insane. Wang Zhao, I think that's how you say it. He's the one who's getting like no screen time, but he still has a high rank because he has a bunch of fans, and I'm a fan too because I think he's really good. I just don't think he's gonna make it just because Emma doesn't want to show him. I think he sees him as a threat to the final lineup, so I doubt we're gonna see him in the next couple episodes, but I think he's still gonna make it to the finals. But yeah, the Law performance was really good. They killed it, honestly. Another favorite performance was the Limousine team by Anthony, Christian, and Jihu. I also liked Anthony. I feel like Emma also didn't show him that much, which kind of sucked. But yeah, oh, and Jihu, he was really good too. And I like that he was helping them out because, they don't speak Korean that well. So he was helping them out to say their lines in the raps. So that was nice. But it also sucked that seeing none of them made it to the top 28. Like, I knew Christian probably was going to make it because the Evil edited him really badly. But Anthony, like, he was in the top 9 once, and then he just started ranking lower and lower and lower. So yeah. Then my next performance that I really liked was the K group backdoor. Honestly, I feel like people only pay attention to Jiwoong showing his abs, But the energy that they had on the stage was so good. Like every single member in that team killed it. So yeah, those have been my favorite performances. I have more, but those are just the ones that I really wanted to talk about. Honestly, the first trainee I'm gonna talk about is Zhang. Like he is my one pick. Like I'm making sure he gets in it. I know he's a bunch of fans, but he's a G group trainee, so I'm just scared that he might not make it at the end. So he's getting my vote. I'm sorry. I would love if he would be the center. I don't know if he's gonna get number one. I think it's for sure gonna be Sung Hanbin, but I wish Zhang would make it. But yeah, I feel like he has a pretty guaranteed spot, but I'm just making sure he's in it. I don't want like what happened to Shouting last year when she almost didn't make it. Like she literally got number 9. So yeah, I'm not letting that happen to him. So yeah, he's my number 1. And then unfortunately my number 2 pick is not someone who's been in the top 9. My number 2 pick is Park Hanbin. He has a high rank, but he's like fighting for that 9th spot right now with Gunwook and some other trainees. But yeah, I'm really conflicted because if I see that Zhang Hao's doing good enough, I might start just voting for Park Hanbin because I really want to make it. Like, if you see this video, please throw some votes to him. Like, he's so good. I feel like if he's on the top 9, that's a disservice to the Boys Planet final lineup. Like, he would be so good in it. Like, please throw some votes on him. He deserves a 9th spot. And the other trainees I would want in the final lineup are, I would definitely want Sung Hanbin in there. I think he's really good. He's a very capable vocalist. And then Taerae, I really like Taerae too. I think Taerae's probably the second strongest vocalist besides Hui. Like he's really up there in strength with his vocals. So yeah, I really like him. I also like Gyuvin and Yujin. I'm gonna pair them up together since they're from the same company. And they kind of have like the same archetype, you know, they're both younger, but I think they're really good. I think they're both gonna make it to the final lineup. They're like insanely popular, so I'm pretty sure they're gonna make it into the final lineup, which I'm excited about. I don't really see anything wrong with them. Like, they're not singers, but there's other singers in the lineup that are gonna do that, and they're like dancers, probably rappers. So yeah, I like them both. I really like them from the premiere of the episodes. So yeah, I think they deserve a final spot. Maybe Yujin. I know people are cautious that he's so young, but I don't think that's gonna stop people from voting for him because he's literally number 3 right now. So I think he's for sure making it. And then I do have somewhat of an unpopular opinion. It's about Matthew. I just don't see the appeal. I'm sorry. He doesn't do it for me. Like, he's very skilled, don't get me wrong. But like, when I see him, I'm just like, oh, nice. Like, if I'm being honest, if I'm being for real, I would want Park Hanbin to take his spot. Honestly, I think, well, no one deserves anything, but I would like Park Hanbin to have Matthew's spot in the final lineup. I just think he would be so much better. Like, don't attack me for this. It's just my opinion. I like Matthew. Like, I don't care if he makes it to the final lineup or not, but I'm not gonna be mad that he makes it to the final lineup because he's so good. And I think we all remember that clip of him saying, "Girl." So yeah. That's just who I would replace if I had the choice personally. I would put Park Hanbin in there and take Matthew out. And then my biggest question mark is Hui. I feel like I see a lot of people from his fan base, what are they called, universes, they're not voting for him anymore. Like, they stopped voting because they want just to come back to Pentagon, which confuses me because it seems like Hui actually wants to debut in the final lineup of Boys Planet. So I'm confused why they don't want that to happen. Because if Hui just goes back to Pentagon, I feel like that's not a guaranteed thing. And he even said like companies or like producers don't want to work with Pentagon anymore, which kind of worrisome. Because what if he just goes back to Pentagon and then disband? Like, that means he should have just debuted in Boys Planet so he could get another chance like Yujin from Kepler. So yeah, I feel like Hui, I don't know if he's gonna make it because his rank has been dropping. I think if universes start voting for him at the final elimination round, I feel like he would make it in, but I don't think they want him in there. So that's something confusing me. I don't know if that's gonna happen or not. And I did want to talk about Ricky. I really liked Ricky. I was part of the preseason hype. Like, I saw a bunch of hit tweets about him before the season started. I really liked him going in, but I feel like he doesn't get that much screen time. And I feel like when he does, it's kind of like a weird edit that he gets. Like he doesn't get a good edit, but he doesn't get like a terrible edit. Like I know he got like into that little argument with Majing. What was his name? I think that was his name. I'll show a picture. But yeah, that was a weird part. But I don't think his rank dropped because of that. I think his rank is just dropping because he's not getting as much screen time as other people are. So yeah, I don't think Ricky's gonna make it to the final lineup if I'm being honest, which is unfortunate. But that's just the way it goes now because I just don't think Enma's gonna do a push for him in the last couple of episodes. And then there's Gunwook. Gunwook has probably the most questionable edit of all the contestants this season. Like I don't know if we're supposed to be rooting for him or like we're like supposed to see him as like this cocky trainee. I like him personally because I'm not gonna fall into Emmett's edit, you know. But I like him. I think he's really good. But I feel like him and Park Hanbin and Hui, they're all fighting for that 9th spot. Like I feel like between them three, they're gonna be fighting for the 9th spot because I'm pretty sure the top 8 for the final line, they're kind of secured. I know like the one pick voting might change things, but I don't think it's gonna change it that drastically because if you look at the points for the top 8 people, they're really really high. Like everybody else has a pretty like low besides the top 3 that I'm talking about right now. So yeah, I think 9th spot's definitely gonna be between them. I think whoever Mnet pushes more is gonna get it. Or if Universe start voting for Hui, then he'll get it. Junhyeon, who I really like, I'll show a picture of him on the screen. I really like him. He's getting a lot of screen time because he has a funny personality. Like he's really extroverted, and he doesn't have a high rank. I just don't see him having the one pick power compared to Gunwook, Park Hanbin, and Hui. Like I just don't see him getting up there. I feel like he's probably gonna be like right below them, unless Emnet starts pushing him really forward. But I don't think that's gonna happen. I think if Emnet does push him forward, it's gonna be Gunwook or Park Hanbin, which I really hope it's Park Hanbin because I really need him in the final lineup. I did want to talk about Jongwoo. He's like every single elimination round, his rank just gets higher and higher and higher. Like he climbs up a bunch of numbers. He's an amazing choreographer. He's a good dancer. But I don't think Emnet's pushing him that hard enough to rank over Gunwook, Park Hanbin, and Hui, and even Ricky. Like I don't think he's ever passed Ricky yet. So I think he's gonna be like right below. Since we're nearing the end of the video, I did want to talk about the final lineup. This is my ideal final lineup, not what I think is gonna happen. This is what I want to happen. It would be Sung Hanbin, Yujin, Jae-hao, Jiwoong, Taerae, Keita, Gunwook, Park Hanbin, and Ricky. Those 9. Do I think it's gonna happen? No. But that would probably be my ideal lineup. I just think they would be not the better group, so to say, but I think they would be a funner group. But who I really think is gonna make it to the final lineup is probably gonna be like this. The final lineup would consist of Sung Hanbin, Yujin, Jae-hao, Jiwoong, Taerae, Matthew, Gyuvin, Keita. For 9th place, I would probably have to give it to Gunwook. I think he'll probably be the 9th place recipient. I feel like Emma's probably gonna push him the most. He has like the most screen time out of all the other trainees. So yeah, I think that would be the final lineup. I think that final lineup is probably guaranteed. Honestly, I don't see it changing. I know that one pick power might change. Probably like just the rankings in the top 9, but I don't think anybody's gonna be going out or in, to be honest, which really makes me sad because I really want Park Hanbin in there. Like, please vote for him. I'll probably make another Boys Planet video right before the finale, just to like clear up my thoughts, make new assumptions, you know, new predictions. But yeah, this is what I've been thinking about so far. What have you guys been thinking about so far? Who are your favorite trainees? Who are your Rob trainees? What have been your favorite performances? Who do you think is going to make it to the final lineup? Who's your ideal final lineup? So yeah, just let me know down below. Leave a like, subscribe if you liked the video, and yeah, that's it. Later.